Micah had misplaced them. Because usually if I'm not wearing them, I have this console table that I use. And I was like, where the fuck did my new very expensive glasses go? So I'm going to preface this. If you've never seen the movie Spy with Melissa McCarthy, you're not going to get it. But I look like any, like when it's a fat, like not attractive woman and they give her an alias and they give her like thick, big glasses. That's what I feel like I look like. And
Oh.
Kevin's like, shut up. No, you don't. And I'm like, that is what I feel like. So.
Well, all that matters is what you think, is how you think how they look. So, I mean, anybody else. I'm not saying
Right.
that they look like that because I agree with Kevin, but nobody is going to tell you. It's like the girl that walks around saying, God, I'm so fat. And she believes it. And everybody's like, fuck, no,
Yeah.
you're not. You know, she's not going to be able to convince her of anything.
Bitch, eat a cracker is what most of
Eat
us
a
say.
cracker. Yeah, have a
I'm gonna try and
sandwich
I'm
and
gonna
sit
try and send
down.
you a video.
All
Or
right.
not a
Did you
video,
get
but
the
a
text
picture.
message I sent you?
I did, and it's a license plate, and my interest is peaked. So what's up with the license plate you sent me? Hold
Well,
on.
you
Hold
have
on, I
to
gotta put my glasses on so I can read it.
put your spy glasses on, girl.
So it's blurry. So
You got to zoom in.
on the license plate,
Yeah.
jerry rigged.
Yeah.
Nice.
when you said that you Southern ingenuity, or like, so, well, you did something
Redneck
to like,
ingenuity.
yeah, Reddick's ingenuity. When you said that, it reminded me of the jerry rigged photo that I had taken. That's a license plate we saw. I forget where we were going, but I was just like, V, take a picture.
Yeah. So I sent you the alias that I was trying to tell you about.
Okay. So this is like the world, like Arizona is like the land of the vanity plate. Like everybody has a vanity plate.
Here
Everybody.
too. We
Really?
count at
Maybe
least,
it's a
yes.
trend.
It's weird because it's like every fifth car is a vanity plate. And they're like an
Mm-hmm.
ugly doo-doo brown here. So it's like doo-doo brown in white letters. So it's like your vanity plate is like Shitsicle Central.
Meemaw's on vacation.
Yeah, see? See? I'll put that on our Instagram so you guys can get the reference and I'll do a
Missy
side by
got new
side of,
glasses.
yeah. Because Kevin,
No, caption it this: Missy's new glasses make her look like a movie star.
yeah. Oh, hell yeah. No, because like we went out and had a couple of drinks with my friend Rachel and her husband on Thursday, and I was telling Rachel because Rachel's never seen this movie. Like I was trying to give her the reference, so I had to pull it up, and I was like, "This is what I think I look like." And Kevin goes, "Shut up! You don't have short curly hair. You don't look like that." And I was like, "The bad
That
perm
is
is
a
not like the
haircut
focal point."
away.
Yes, it's not like the focal point. It's the spectacles on her face that they gave her that is the reference. I'm just like, "You're such a fucking dude. You're such a
and
dude."
and Melissa McCarthy, first of all, now, besides being one of the funniest women, will you please desist? Thank you. I am playing with you today. Get down. Anyway, as funny as Melissa McCarthy is, she is absolutely gorgeous. Like
Yeah.
they're like they did her no favors in that movie, but she, of course, she played it off because she's a comedic actress. But it's just so funny when she does like physical comedy where she dresses up as as less attractive than she is. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Or they paint her that she like Tammy, where she did Tammy. What is that other one? Heat that she did with Sandra Bullock, where she's
Oh,
a
I never
cop
saw
and
that one.
she's like uber aggressive, like just foul mouth bitchy cop. And then Sandra
Mm-hmm.
Bullock is like the straight lace like FBI and they have to partner up. But that's
Yeah.
kind of what they do too, is that they like uglify her. Basically, they don't put makeup on and they don't brush her hair. And all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden it's like, oh, just add glasses too, because she's all that taught us all that if she's wearing glasses, all she's got to do is take them off and she'll be beautiful.
I feel like that's kind of like a trend in Hollywood where, like, if you're going to be a fat actress, then you have to be open to like the humiliating roles before you can
Yeah.
get like, your big dramatic role. Like, and there's a theory that like that's exists for like black actors too, as in particular
Yes.
black men. Like they have to do a role where they're basically emasculated. Like they have to walk around in a
Yeah.
dress or something like that. If they're, but I'm just like, I don't know, ever recall seeing Denzel in a dress. I don't ever recall
No.
seeing, well, no, not Wesley Snipes, because he was in one of my favorite movies of all time.
White Man Can't Jump.
No, no. Tu Wong Fu.
Oh,
Thanks for
too wrong.
everything, Julie. Oh, he
Yeah,
was a
that was a good
beautiful
one.
woman, and yeah,
Yes.
ooh, that's voodoo.
Yeah, I forgot about. I just think of like old Wesley Snipes. I think before he was
Blade.
Blade, he was in White
Mm-hmm.
Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's a. They
So I don't know
redid
how
that
true that
one.
theory is. White
I
Man
mean,
Can't Jump.
yeah,
They redid it
yeah, they redid it. Yeah,
with
I think they
who?
redid it as a show. I don't remember. It was recently. It was on, I think, a Max or Stars or something like that. Hold on, I'm
Like
gonna
a
pull it up real quick.
original.
Yeah, but it was like obviously set in. Wait a minute. So they did it in 2023, and it was starring Jack Harlow and somebody named Sinquan Walls.
I don't
I
know
don't
who
know.
that is.
I
I
don't
might know
know
his
who that
face,
is
but I
either.
don't know who it is.
Jack Harlow, you know who he is, right? He's a singer.
Yeah, he's that rapper.
Yeah.
He's got that banger out now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know he was on the Kids' Choice Awards when we watched him a few years ago when he had just come out, and it was like, this isn't what they play on the radio. You know, he had to completely. Well, he's
Mm-hmm.
obviously not that busy, this Sinquan Walls, because the last thing he was in White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, well, maybe
He
he'll
hasn't been in
make his
nothing I've
big debut.
seen. Like, I don't
Okay.
know if you've seen American Soul. He's Don Cornelius in American Soul, which cool for him.
No, but I'd be interested in that because
I
Don
would be
Cornelius
too.
was the host of Soul Train.
Facts. My kids don't know who Soul Train is, and I'm trying to figure out if I am like a shitty mom or if it's just the sign of the times because Soul Train was not on TV when we were kids. I think it had
No,
already, it was like
it was
bleeding
in
out or
reruns.
whatever.
It
Yeah.
played very, very late at night or like early on Sunday morning.
Yeah. I know here it played sometimes during the afternoon, like the after school, right before like after school cartoons started. But Witten, when he plays games and he gets frustrated since he is in the throes of puberty, his voice will hit different octaves of pitches that only dogs can hear. And so he did that. He did that yesterday. And I was like, what do you fucking a member of Soul Train over here? And he's like, it's not funny. Don't make fun of me. And I was like, I'm just asking if you've seen the classic like late 70s show Soul Train. That's all I'm asking. Sorry.
Does he do the whole Adam Sandler water boy, stop making fun of me?
No. He goes, it's not funny. No, don't make fun of me. All sad.
Remember it, and when you're an adult and you've got your own kids, you can do
Yeah.
it to them. We had it done
Or
to
yeah.
us, and we
Yeah.
survived.
Don't be
You'll
an
be
easy
fine.
target. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, also, if anybody's gonna make fun of you in a way that's not gonna really hurt your feelings, it's gonna be your mom. You know, because a bully at school is not gonna give a shit about your feelings.
Or well,
Maybe
okay.
not
We'll
you.
just put it that way.
I could be speaking purely from
Oh,
personal experience
dear.
here.
I mean, if you know, at least I don't mean it like in a hurtful way. If I'm because I
That's what
don't
I
hold any
mean. Yeah.
punches. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Yeah,
doing it
that's
to
what I
like break
mean.
your spirit, but I'm kind of doing it so that way like I can teach you how to have like the quick ass comeback. You know. So
And
something miles
also,
out to you.
it'll toughen him up a little bit too. Like if he goes, somebody calls him a pussy at school, he could be
It's
like,
true.
"Ugh, my mom calls me worse than that on a Tuesday. Do better,
No,
And there's his quick comeback.
I think he's a pussy. He really is gonna. I love him so much with all of my heart and soul, but he is not like for every facet that he is me, he is not. Like I know that like there's been posts on our town website or Facebook page, the kids have been getting jumped on the way home, like walking the way he walks home. Like there was a kid, I guess, who was getting jumped by a bunch of kids and they picked him up and they threw him. And somebody had commented under her, she was like, I saw a kid get jumped like in the rec center parking lot the other day. And I was like, maybe like we should start getting him from school because he's a pussy that he won't be able to fight back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I either need to teach him how to like fuck somebody up, at least enough to get away or just take him in. But I don't know. But it's one of those
He
that's like, well,
probably
maybe
would
he
get in
just keeps his nose clean, keeps
maybe,
his mouth
but
shut.
he does have a bit of a temper, and he can pop off at the mouth
Yeah.
when he's provoked. So he
Yeah.
could put himself. Yeah, he would probably get into trouble if he got caught with something like pepper spray or something at school, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I don't want him to get jumped, but at the same time, I'm just like, I mean,
you got
I
to take the
got
risk
into
at the same time.
I got into a fight when I was in high school, and I didn't win, but it was an experience, and now I know what not
Yeah.
to do.
That's my whole thing is I think everybody, as stupid as it everybody should get like either kick someone's ass or get their ass kicked. Like at least get into one fight because if you have that kid, like my brother was that kid that everybody fought his battles for him. He honestly needed to get his ass kicked
Mhm.
to like learn a lesson. Like the kid that was making
Mhm.
fun of Witten, he needs his ass kicked to like learn a lesson. And it's
Mhm.
one of those like you're either gonna kick the ass or you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like that's
You're
one of
going
the
to be the
two.
ass getting kicked. Yeah.
Yeah. And because I was the ass kicker, I wasn't getting my ass kicked. That's because I'm a
But
bad bitch too, though.
it's also kind of scary these days cuz you don't know who's carrying a
Facts.
gun,
Yeah.
you don't know what could happen. So
Well, I
it
mean, look at
feels
the parade last week.
I know. I fucking know. I know.
And it turns out it wasn't like because we had like the Joel Osteen Church, a lady with mental health issues went and shot up
Mhm.
Joel Osteen Church, Lakewood Church. And then we had this, and nobody knew, like we were seeing news reports of it like when it was developing. So you
Mhm.
think like, oh, somebody's shooting, mass shooting in a parade. Somebody's like, no, it was two teenage dipshits that got into a fucking fight, like an argument. And where you don't see, you just see tunnel vision of who you're trying to fucking hit, and you don't see the people around you that you're injuring and killing.
And doesn't Missouri, don't they have some kind of like fucked up gun law where it's legal for anybody of any age to carry a gun? Like you could let a toddler walk around with a gun and it's perfectly
I don't
legal.
know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know
I
what
thought I
our
heard something. Don't quote me on that, folks.
yeah.
I'm not an
Or
authority, but I think I heard that. So that may be the
if
case.
you
But
know, maybe educate
mm,
us if you know. I'm
yeah,
gonna look it
leave us a
up real
comment.
quick. Missouri gun laws.
GTS.
Uh, right? Yeah. Gun laws. So hold on. So you don't need a permit to purchase rifles, shotguns, or handguns. You don't have to register it. You don't have to license it, and you don't need a permit to carry, or if you're at least 19 years of age or older.
Is there any like what's the legal age of
Oh
is
no,
that
it's the
just the
permit
legal age
to
to
carry.
carry?
No, it's no permit is necessary to carry a concealed handgun if the person is at least 19 years of age or 18 years of age and a member of the United States Armed Forces or honorably discharged and is not otherwise prohibited. So you do
Wow.
have to, restrictions may be placed on a non-resident permits or individuals under the age of 21. You have to take qualifying permit classes. So yeah, you have to have a permit to carry your handgun. So,
Well,
and
that's
you have to,
something.
yeah. So,
Speaking of military, just a little, and I don't know if it's because I have a son that will be 17 this year and is soon to be 18, and of servable age if he were to choose to enlist. Now, I am not anti-military, but I also do not like tout the benefits of being in the military to my son, and I have
yeah.
my beliefs about that. I support our military, but I chose not to serve, and I have my own reasons. But I'm just like, now I'm like, you know what? They should really raise the age to 21. And I was
Yeah.
because is it fair, especially these days with so much popping off all over the world, a lot of shit that we could very easily get pulled into.
Yeah.
I don't know. At 18 years old, is that fair to send a kid off
Well,
to?
think of
I
our
know,
grandparents. Think of our grandparents
I
and
know.
how because we have been watching, there's a show on Apple TV called Masters of the Air that I find fascinating because it's what my grandfather did in World War II, where he was on the bomber in Germany dropping bombs. And it's about like those
Yeah.
people basically. And we've also been watching Band of Brothers. And you think
Okay.
of how when all of that was going on, people, our grandparents' age, they grew up harder too, but they were lying
Yeah.
about their age at 16, 17, so that way they could join the war efforts. But we were watching Band
Mm-hmm.
of Brothers probably about an hour ago, and I got to Kevin and I was like, if something like this ever did truly happen where we were at like World War level, where we had to send this many troops or whatever, like I was like, I don't think this generation, I don't think most of them can deal. I really
We're
don't.
fucked.
We're fucked. It's like that's like
Yeah.
literally exactly what I was like. We are fucked because it's gonna be our generation that's gonna be like time for a trauma outlet. Basically,
Yep.
it's gonna be all of those
Mm-hmm.
TikToks that it was like if we have to join the military, that's what it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be because we have such a they're gonna need us. I need a safe space from war. You guys, stop. I need to take my anti-anxiety medicine. I need to pet a dog. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I need to go have some quiet time. I need to refill my social meter,
Yeah.
shit
My
like
social
that.
battery is
My
drained. I
such
need
is drained. I need to
time
recharge
out.
it.
Time out.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're fine.
Mhm.
But I mean, I agree with you though. That I think that, well, it just makes no fucking sense that an 18-year-old can't buy a vape, but you can hand them a gun and send them off to
You can
war.
die for your country. Yeah.
But you can't buy a
Yeah.
drink. Makes no
Yeah.
sense.
I also think that they should raise the voting age to 21, but that's just because 18-year-olds are a bunch of fucking dumbasses.
I think they need to raise honestly to like 25.
Or yeah, yeah, and I
Honestly.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your grandfather lie about his age to enlist?
No.
My
No,
dad
I
did.
do know. Did he really? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
your dad served in NAM though, right?
He was a Nam, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was married to a woman that was 2 years his senior. He had
Okay.
gotten married and she signed a guardian form so that he could enlist.
Jeez Louise.
He
My
was one
dad
of
had
those
didn't go. What year
really
was your dad born?
48.
See, my dad was born in 49, and my parents basically told him, you need to go to college because he wasn't doing anything in this life, or you need to join the military. And he
Mhm.
probably, by all rights, could have been drafted to go over to Vietnam, but he didn't get to. But even in the military, like he has seen no action.
Mhm.
He has always worked on like the computer side of everything or like
Okay.
the simulator. So,
Equally as important for the war
yeah,
effort, but it's
yeah,
different. It's a different experience than people that, hand-to-hand combat and actually
yeah,
having to shoot at people and possibly shooting
yeah.
people. It's different. um I think that my dad, well, because I hear just two different stories. I heard that he enlisted because he had gotten into some trouble with the law, and
Oh,
they said
hmm.
you either go to jail or you go to the Marines or go to the military, and he
Yeah,
chose the military. And then I
yeah.
hear another story that he enlisted because he wanted to get away from his wife.
Nice. I mean, either what if it's a
Either
mix of
one.
both, you
It
know?
probably might be. It might be. But he was one of those that like he got married and like immediately went off to Vietnam and came back came back and had a baby. Like there
Yeah.
was a baby waiting for him when he
As
got
one
home.
does, yeah. There was a little
Yeah.
pre-war conception. I just think, yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those that like I'm watching this show because it's based off of a book of somebody who was a navigator. And I legitimately don't remember. I think he was either a bomber or he was a navigator on
Mhm.
these and I think of now why watching this show, just why my grandpa was kind of the way that he was, because he wasn't
Mhm.
like effusive where he's like jovial and stuff. He was more reserved, really quiet, sometimes harsh. And you have to think you see that kind of shit and like it fucking changes you, you know?
Yeah.
Like he and my grandma got married in Wyoming like right before he shipped out.
Mhm.
So, and yeah, because
Yeah.
I paid 99 cents to have a 3 months subscription to ancestry.com. So I've been dicking around and all that lately.
That's cool. My sister does
Mhm.
that. She has a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I found all four of my pictures that for high school, I was like, okay, yeah, my hair really was naturally blonde back in the day. That's my takeaway. Or I'm like, everybody that I'm related to way back when had brown hair. So where the fuck did this blonde hair come from? Still convinced that I'm stolen from a hospital. I don't care what ancestry DNA says.
One day your real mom will come and find you and
I
take you
fucking
home.
hope so, man.
The fuck is
I'm
taking her
telling you,
so
they're
long?
like, she probably, I'm telling you, She probably bribed Ancestry DNA and was like, throw a couple of my people in there. Like she's really related to us. We'll trick her.
It's all a big conspiracy
Yeah. God, I
to
fucking
keep you
hope
from
so.
finding out the truth.
Yeah. My mom thinks that she invented net lighting. Did I ever tell you that?
Your mom thinks a lot of things.
Yeah, she thinks she invented net lighting. She says that she mailed off her patent application, never heard anything back. And I was like, okay. But so after Witten was born, Kevin didn't work for like a year. And I remember now, this is going to be, I'm telling my mother, but I had created like an errand running business where people would call, like, especially senior citizens, where he could go run errands for them. And he never like really followed through. And I was like, fuck, I invented fucking DoorDash. God damn it. I'm so mad at us. I was like, man, if you had actually fucking done it, like we would be so fucking rich. DoorDash
Yeah.
would have had to buy us out. God damn it.
Fucking
So,
Kevin.
yeah, way to go.
Why is it always you're the problem, Kevin? Hi.
I'm never going to be a net light heiress. I'm not going to be a fucking DoorDash a millionaire. Sucks.
It's not
Fucking
fair.
sucks. Bullshit.
It sucks.
It's bullshit. And my glasses make me look like an old cat lady. So
I
you
disagree,
want to go
but
into
I'm
our
not going to
list?
argue with you. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the Super Bowl was last weekend. If you live under a rock, the Super Bowl was last weekend. And I was thinking today, like, we're gonna have a lot less Taylor Swift speak unless they do something to keep themselves in the media, right? So Taylor Swift, she of course rolls up. She's got her suite. Mama Kelsey's there. Jason Kelsey's there, and you know Taylor rolls up with Blake Lively, who is like her ride or die BFF. Miles Teller, Kaylee Teller, and somebody named Ice Spice. I don't know who or what an Ice Spice is.
She's a
Have you heard of
musician.
Ice Spice? Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of her, and I may have accidentally heard some of her music and just not realize it.
Okay.
But yeah, she's kind of like the new hot thing. Taylor
Yeah.
I think she had Ice Spice feature at one of her concerts.
Okay.
You know, she had like different people, you know, do guest spots and stuff. So she did that, and she's kind of like up and coming. She's not quite as big as like a Cardi B or something right now, but her fucking facial expressions, man, they were the best.
Has the internet conspiracist all in a tizzy, just a fucking tizzy. So we reported a few weeks ago that Taylor is obviously practicing witchcraft because she's got people in ropes in a fucking circle. So during the Super Bowl, every time Taylor that was on the Jumbotron, she shotgunned a fucking, like, she chugged a drink, right? So at one point, she and this other blonde are chugging their drink, and Ice Spice is doing this. And then she flexes her necklace. And so Ice Spice and her satanic hands, that was like their whole thing, is that she's throwing up like signs of the beast and she's flexing her upside down cross. Well, it's St. Peter's cross. It's not even like a saint, but that's not the only. Today I read where they're convinced that they're recruiting Ice Spice, the Illuminati is. And Taylor's her handler on behalf of the Illuminati. And I was like, Jesus fuck, just get off the internet, people. Get off. Take grandma's fucking jitterbug phone away. Do not let her get on the internet anymore. I just thought it was so funny. That was like how I started my Monday, was just like Ice Spice and her satanic hand. So
she's casting spells. She's a Wiccan.
Yeah. And that's the whole, they went on a whole tangent about it. And there's been several articles. It's goddamn ridiculous.
I just loved, like, because, like, she, like, the expression on her face, every time I saw, every picture I've seen is like, what is football? Or why is football? Like, she's in the middle of like this celebratory huddle. Like, all you see is her and her cute little blonde baby fro, and like everybody's like, and you know, Taylor and Blake are going fucking nuts, and she's like just in the middle, and she's just like,
you know what she's doing? She's going, fucking white people.
She's like,
all these white people are so hyped.
Can I get into the Kardashians booth, please?
Yeah, I need to take a nap.
That's a
You
good
guys
segue.
didn't see. If you haven't looked at the pictures of Kim Kardashian's her fucking suite, it's like her, she's there. Some of the random people I don't know where their Chloe's are. So they literally, what did I say the other day? Keeping up with the Carters, a la Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, I don't know why like they went, because there was one guy sleeping. The rest of them look so bored. They're on their phones, you know.
I'm sure they went for content,
Oh,
you
I
know.
mean, yeah. Like
Let's walking into the Super Bowl, you know,
watch us
it's
sit here.
yeah, oh yeah, so yeah, Kim was there, Chloe was there, Kendall was there looking like she was about to have a freaking
Yeah.
conniption fit. She's just like some dude is sleeping. I heard Justin Bieber was there too, but he and
Yeah, because I
Haley
did
are
see Haley.
yeah,
She's got brown hair now. So she's trying to be a
there.
Kardashian. So
Oh, you know what? You'll
yeah.
never be Selena, no matter how often you dye your hair, no matter how many ways you copy her posts, you will never
Yeah.
be Selena.
Oh,
Sorry.
I mean, facts. I mean, you're not
Not
wrong. I didn't
sorry.
think
Oh, that's
I didn't
Ariana.
make that correlation. So I didn't put those two and two together that she was. I was just thinking she's so in with the Jenners, I guess technically, because she's friends with like best friends with Kendall, that she was just
Kendall,
trying to
yeah.
get
Maybe
more
it is.
screen
Maybe
time.
it is.
So
Let's see. There was something else I wanted to say about. Oh, I had said to you that they all looked as bored as Kim's personality, and they did.
oh my
It's like
gosh.
none
Yeah.
of them looked like they were even watching the. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
why even fucking go? Because it's in
To say
Vegas. You
they
need an
went.
excuse to go to Vegas to say you went, and you probably got the suite for free because you
Oh
showed
no, those
up.
are
And
$1 million to go. Like they're not giving away that shit for free.
you don't think so?
No, because there had been all the reports leading up to it that Mama Kelsey didn't think that she was going to be in a suite due to the cost. And then it was
Oh, okay.
who the fuck Brock Purdy and his girlfriend Olivia Culpa. They're talking about how they couldn't afford tickets because it was like $2 million to get a suite, and they just thought that that was not like wise money to invest for them to have a suite at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Because even when
Okay.
it was
Well,
the Eagles versus the Chiefs, when both Kelsey brothers were in the Super Bowl,
Brother
like,
Bowl. Yeah.
yeah, Kylie was telling, we're paying $50,000 for a seat for our daughter. $50,000 for one seat that she's not going to sit in, Jason. We're paying $50,000 for a
I
seat our
saw
daughter's
that
not
video.
going to sit in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So,
saw
so
that
even,
video.
but Taylor, she's a billionaire.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
she,
like no
she
big
footed
for
the bill.
her.
I
Yeah.
heard that at the last minute, Coach Reed had to call the NFL and demand that they open up another spot on the private jet runway for Taylor's
For
plane.
her, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I heard too, was that the parking in Vegas was full. Because that was what I
hmm
said. Everybody's giving Taylor all of this shit about her carbon footprint bullshit. Well, they're private, but there's hundreds
Yeah.
of private jets flying in and out of Vegas, probably on a daily,
Every fucking
you know,
day. On the
but heaven
hourly.
forbid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder what
Heaven
the news
forbid
is going to
Taylor
look
Swift do
like.
it. The
The
woman
news
only
is going to be
tipped her
boring.
truck drivers $100,000. That's life changing money, and she just handed it over like it was nothing. But let's
She
give her
tipped
shit about her
every
plane.
worker she came in at the stadium on Sunday. She tipped them all $1,000.
Good for her. Good for
Everybody.
her.
Everybody she came into contact with, she even wrote a check for people behind the scenes so they'll make sure they got $1,000 bill, like cash from her.
Taylor for president.
Yeah. That's the whole thing is people want to hate on her and all this bullshit, but she does so much for the people around her.
Yeah,
And she's
I
not like,
agree.
oh, look at me. Like I have so much money. I'm so important. I loved that Ryan Reynolds was trolling his wife. Did you see that? He was
He
like,
always trolls his fucking wife.
it was like, I hope you guys saw the Deadpool trailer. Also, does anybody know where my wife is? Yeah.
I can hear him and I can see
Yeah.
him. I
Yep.
can just.
And then there's like,
He's
he
precious.
later, like, there was a picture and it was all of her bangles and it was the screen in the background. He was like, found her. And then, like, the next day, she's leaning next to their TV where he posted his first video and she was like, honey, I'm home. I love them. They're funny as shit. They
I
give each
do
other so
too.
much bullshit.
I like them a lot.
Mhm.
They're a lot of fun. Let's hope that they don't like in 20 years come out and say, "Hey, we're gonna split up," like Hugh Jackman and
No,
his wife are like,
I
"Why are
hope
you? Why
not.
do you want to ruin our lives like this?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
No, I think they're like, because he was what? He was engaged to Alanis Morissette. He was married to Scarlett Johansson. And then
Mm-hmm.
now they've been married. They've been together for like over 10 years at this point.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And ScarJo is with Colin Jost,
Yep. And they have a kid. So
and they have a
obviously
kid.
they've all moved
Everybody's
on.
happy. Everything worked
Yep.
out.
So the only thing is,
Kumbaya.
I wouldn't be surprised is if we eventually see Ryan leave Blake for Hugh.
No, don't say that. No,
I'm just being realistic. I'm being
that's
realistic.
ew, friendlies
I'm being
vibe,
realistic.
incestuous. No, ew,
I'm just
no,
calling it.
Christy,
I'm saying
no.
it out there. Fucking Christy. Oh my God. Did I tell you she tried to sleep with my brother?
It doesn't surprise
And
me.
he, of course, entertained it because he'll put his dick in anything. Or he used to. And that's definitely a thing. She was living in some motel in Arlington. And my brother was like when he'd first moved to Arlington from up here. And he like ran it because he knew her from Friendlies. Because when I was taking her, I was like, they showed up at Pockets together. And I was like, oh, nasty. She was like, hey, girl.
Wow.
And I was like, we are still not friends, Christy. I'm
No.
not even going to entertain you. I was like, Joe, if you want to hang out with me, you need to take her home. They took her home. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's funny.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's
When I said
funny.
last week I am the HBIC in any room that I walk into, they better know.
They're
So,
recognized.
yeah.
Do y'all have Trader Joe's?
Yeah. I haven't ever been to Trader Joe's, but I need to. What
We
is
went for the
that?
first time. These are fruit
Oh,
jellies, kettle
those look
cooked,
good.
soft gummy candy. They are delicious.
I
Cool
love
thing
a
about it,
good jelly candy.
I can pronounce everything in this.
Oh, can
I
you?
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We were getting snacks for V's trip that they
Mm-hmm.
went on this past week, and I'm just like, I'll be the cool mom. We'll go to Trader Joe's and get your
Yeah.
snacks. First of all, I was impressed with how cheap it was because for everything that we got, we should have probably. I feel like we should have paid more, but
Yeah.
it's chaotic in there
Oh,
because
I'm
it's like
sure.
hipster central. You know,
Oh,
it's like the
pass.
people that, remote work or students or whatever, because I was just like, wow, it's really busy in here. And I knew that it was going to be busy because it was like after work, it was like 5 o'clock. So that's the time. But I was walking down the frozen food aisle. I was like, this is cool, but I'd like to try to come at a time when it's not so busy. And this
Yeah.
dude next to me, he just kind of leans over and he goes, good luck. And I'm just
Oh,
like, oh, fuck. It's always like
yeah.
this because it's small
Yeah.
and it's not very big. It's like it's just small, but there's a ton of people in it. And, it's the way that it was designed. And
Mm-hmm.
everything that we got was really, really good. I don't see myself shopping there. I feel like it's more like for like single people or dinks,
Oh,
like
yeah.
people that don't have kids, or you're
Yeah.
just picking up like, because everything is like, it's cheap, but they're like smaller servings. Where
Oh,
like
no, thank
we go
you.
to Walmart and get like the 5 pound bag of Dino Nuggets because we have
Yeah.
kids. Like they have nuggets, but it's like 4 servings.
Because
So
they're
like
organic nuggets too. They're
they
like
have they're
gluten-free
organic,
organic
normal.
nuggets.
Oh yeah, they've got it all. They've got like the cauliflower buffalo wings. They've
Pass.
got, I got some tamales that were really, really legit. They were really
Yeah.
good. Yep.
So yeah, we have one here, and it's like it's the size of a Barnes and Noble. It's tiny, and I have not
Yeah,
been in it because it's 20 minutes away. There's a Walmart
that's
neighborhood
another
market
thing. Yeah,
5 minutes away. But I do want to go to try to find some healthier options for me because I am like tomorrow I'm going to start eating healthy again because I gotta stop like doing what I've been doing and just
yeah.
that's why we had chocolate chip waffles for dinner tonight. And I melted like Nutella and
Nice,
peanut butter. I even went and like I was like, all right, we're getting like the squirt, squeeze, like or spray fucking whipped cream. We're going to fucking town today, guys, because
nice.
Mama's. I'm gonna go no longer be happy with my eating choices starting tomorrow. So
It was your farewell binge.
Yeah, I was like, well, this was a good choice to do it. But yeah, so, but I wanted to go there, but it's just getting me to leave my
Yeah.
house and leave Derby as a whole other endeavor as in itself.
If
So,
you find yourself like, you get a wild hair up your ass one day, I would recommend just go, just go with like just just check out a couple of things. It's cool, and their flowers are really pretty and they're cheap. And we went
okay.
on Valentine's Day. No, we went the day
Okay.
before Valentine's Day, and so they had a lot of flowers out, but apparently it's like that all the time.
Oh,
So
really? I like a
yeah.
good fresh flower. I don't buy them very often because my cat will eat them. So I don't buy them
Hmm.
very often because I'm like, you fucking dickhole. I hate you sometimes. Well, my period started today, so I'm grumpy as shit. Everybody's an asshole and I fucking hate everything. So,
So business as
so it's
usual
business as
then.
usual. Yeah. Damn it, bitch. You know me so well.
Yes, I do.
God damn it. So,
We
do we
want to
want to
move on
talk
to our next
about,
topic?
oh, what the fuck, Beyonce?
I know. I
Oh
don't
my
like it.
God.
I don't like
Oh
it.
my
Don't come
God.
for me, beehive.
Beyonce
The bees.
is
The
going
bees
out
are coming.
she's putting out Renaissance 2. And do you know what Renaissance 2 is going to be? Country fucking music. You unplugged yourself.
Oh, and that was gold too. I always say the funny shit when I'm muted.
What did you say?
I said it's gonna be Beyonce.
Beyonce. So she put out 2 songs. One is called Texas Hold'em, which is the one that we talked about. Like I didn't listen to her other one, but you said it basically sounds like she is making fun of country music. So I'm gonna play it and
Yeah.
see if we can get it real quick. And then she put out another one that I listened to like a snippet of, and it does not sound like country music to me. So this is Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. This ain't Texas. No hold'em. All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
But I just, like you said, it sounds like she's making fun of country music.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not something I subscribe to. I just think like, just leave country music alone, Beyonce. I do like you do what you do, like you do it well. So, and then I'm gonna
Hmm.
play the other one because I don't know. Like I said, did you listen to the other one at all?
I listened to about half of it, and then I think something happened, and I had to turn it off. But yeah, I like it better than I like the first one, but it's still not my jam.
This is 16 Carriages.
It doesn't sound country to me.
It doesn't sound country to me at all. I mean, maybe because she's wearing a cowboy hat in the video and there's a guitar in it. See, that to me doesn't sound like country music.
And I'm almost a little insulted, not just because she's from Texas, but
So she
on the
knows
other
better.
hand, yeah, but on the other hand of that, she's never leaned into that. She's
Yeah.
never been like, "Oh, I'm just a girl from Texas." Like Kelly Clarkson does that. Like that's
Yeah.
always been her shtick. Beyonce has never done that. She doesn't even live in Texas anymore. I'm sure she has
No.
property in Texas, but she lives in New
Maybe.
York.
Yeah.
So it just like I'm just like
I
I'm not
wonder if
gonna
we're
not gonna
seeing
say
Jay-Z's
don't do it.
influence. Maybe that's what it is.
I
Maybe she
I
didn't get
don't
a
know.
country producer. Maybe that's what it is, that she didn't get a country or her label, because most labels they have different genres that they represent. Maybe
Hmm.
her label didn't say, let's go over to our country music guy and work on some stuff. Maybe we're seeing Jay-Z's influence of this is what he thinks that Beyonce country music is supposed to sound like.
I don't know. I know
It's
I
just
don't
sad.
like it. I don't care for
She's
it.
gonna
And I'm allowed to
lose.
have that opinion.
Yeah. Well, somebody's going to call you racist. There is
Yeah.
already a radio station in Oklahoma
Yeah.
that is refusing to play her music, and it's probably not. Oh, I guess there's well, there's another one that I just am looking up. It was like Daddy Lessons, and it starts out, yeehaw, Texas, Texas. Came into this world, daddy's little girl, and I don't care about the rest of it.
Mm.
you know.
I mean, I'm gonna have to
Um,
listen to it just so that I can have, the tea. But
so yeah,
I don't like it.
she's already come out, and like we said, there's like an Oklahoma. I'm trying to find the Oklahoma radio station that says, and I don't know if it's because they're racist or they just go. It's Oklahoma's country music station, KYKC, refused to play Beyonce's new song, Texas Hold'em. They reversed the decision after Beyonce's fans complained that it was a country song. So not even her fans are happy. So she's just going to
Nobody's gonna be
alienate. Like,
happy with this.
people are coming out. John Schneider from fucking Dukes of Hazzard came out and was like, just basically compared it to like a dog pissing on like your dog's going to piss on territory, and it may not be that you like it or whatever, but he just had some negative things to say too, from what I read on the Huffington Post today. And it was just
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce, like we said, you're a great performer, but you're not
Yeah.
a good enough singer to be a country music singer. Sorry. And if it
I
was
well,
a country singer trying to break into R&B, I think we would be met with the same kind of hesitation. So maybe, maybe it'll get better. Maybe we just hope it'll get better.
I don't know that I agree that she's not a good enough singer. I just don't think she's not that type of singer because, like, you got to have a particular, sound. And
Yeah.
sorry, Gwen Stefani, your sound ain't it either.
Oh yeah, because
But
she and Blake Shelton just put out one as well, and I'm just like, oh.
it's not good.
They
It's not
they
good.
did one a couple of years ago together, and it was good, but it was mostly him singing it.
Yeah, because she doesn't have that type of voice. It clashes with each other. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not to say that Black people can't do country music because they
No.
absolutely can. Darius Rucker, Charlie Pride. There's probably a whole host of other ones that I'm
Jimmy
not thinking of.
Allen.
Thank
You
you,
know,
Jimmy Allen.
look
It's
at Jelly Roll does both rap and hip hop and country, and he
and
mixes them
country.
together. Look at
Yeah.
it's not a matter, I think, of race. I think it's a matter of sound, like
Yeah.
you said, because Post
Hmm.
Malone, you see where he's saying America's Beautiful, and he was Texas, had his hat, had his boots, had his jeans, had his guitar. Like, he was
Hmm.
redneck enough as you can get with,
All the
face
tattoos on his
tattoos and
face.
shit and a grill, you know? But it's one of those that it's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. Maybe Beyonce, good luck, but I'm not a fan already.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
No,
Sorry.
not a fan.
Not
Sorry,
sorry.
not sorry even a little bit. So,
No. And we're
yeah.
not racist.
No, we're not. I have
And
my best friend is black.
oh, you're gonna have to cut this out. You're gonna have to cut this out. But like, I
Okay,
can't be racist. Beyonce is not black.
fair,
Have you seen her
fair.
lately?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I
I
don't
mean,
know what's good. She, I don't know what's going on because and it's not just in pictures. Because even in
yeah.
real life, she looks way lighter than she used to be.
I
I
think
don't know
that's
what's
what
going
it
on with that.
is that I think she's trying to appeal. I think that that's probably something that somebody told her was a good idea, and she shouldn't have to, but to lighten her
No,
skin. And that's why now we know she's got the blonde hair. She's wearing the cowboy hat. I think she's trying to like represent Caucasian, or represent like,
present
or present,
Caucasian.
yeah,
Yeah.
present Caucasian, and not, I think that's what it is she's trying to reach that level. And like, she shouldn't have to put out music, but I
No.
just, be yourself. Like, Shania Twain's not out there fucking doing that shit. She just does it.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson's not doing that shit. Reba's not doing that shit. Kelsey
Mm-hmm.
Ballerini or any of these new little girls, they're not doing that.
Yeah.
So
I
just,
don't know.
Beyonce, either
Yeah.
get a better producer, get a better music team, and maybe you can do it. Maybe you need
Yeah.
to do like something with Darius Rucker. He needs to show you the ropes. If Hootie and the
That would,
Blowfish
I
can do
think.
it, you can do it too.
Yeah. Go Hootie. Hootie will fix it.
Or ask Jelly Roll for some tips. Jelly Roll, I think, has it figured out. He
Yeah.
does the,
He's
because
not black, right?
I know, yeah. But I'm just saying, as
Okay.
far as the sound, asshat,
Yeah.
because we have been listening to some of his songs on Apple Music, and
Oh
he's
man, I
got like
love it.
great music for all genres that he does. I think it's really good. I
Yeah.
personally.
I do
But
too. And I've been like, because I didn't know who he was. Like I'd heard the name. I didn't really know much about it. And then
yeah,
like he started like getting some momentum. Like I think he was nominated for something. Like, and I started looked him up, and I looked up his wife, and I love her. She is
Bunny.
hysterical. Bunny
Yeah.
XO. She's
No
hysterical.
fucks given.
No fucks given. She
None.
doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, and Eric's like, why are you all of a sudden so obsessed with Jelly Roll? And I'm just like, I'm just learning about him. I'm not obsessed with him. Sorry that I heard something that I enjoyed and now I'm listening to it.
You
I'm not
fucking
following a trend. I am my
whore.
own person. Yeah.
Whore.
Trend whore.
Trend whore.
Oh, I need a
So,
t-shirt that says that.
trend whore.
Trend whore.
Man, I wish that like they wouldn't, because I found like YouTube, I put something on YouTube that it was like the joys of smoking or something, one of our shorts, and we got a shit ton of views on it, but it's no longer listed in our content because it has smoking in the title. So I have to be like friend.
Boo.
Yeah, because trend whore would be a great, maybe I'll like
Could you like do
censor it or
stars?
something. Like
Like,
maybe. Or
like,
like
do,
at
yeah.
instead of the O, maybe, or a
Yeah.
zero.
Or like little star asterisks or something. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe if you were to like, do you when you post them, do you say that yes, it's made for kids, no, it's not made for kids?
Yeah. I do it.
Oh,
I always
okay.
do it because with this mouth, it's not made for children. My children,
Okay.
yes. Other
I
people's
was
children,
just
no.
curious if you were to like select no, not made for kids, if that would change it, but apparently not, because
Yeah,
smoking is bad, kids.
it
Smoking's
is. So
bad. I'm
Bunny,
telling.
Bunny, his wife was a sex worker, if you
Yes,
didn't
she
know
was.
that.
Oh,
And
yes, she
so,
was.
but
Yeah,
that's the
and
whole
that's
thing
what
is
I like
she's
about her
funny.
because
She's
she so openly
smart.
talks about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's really smart and
she's
has a
really
really good
smart.
heart too. She's super compassionate. And you know what? Everybody likes to speculate about their relationship, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, who the fuck cares? They obviously have some
If
sort
it
of a connection.
works, why
They
not?
love
Right?
each other. There is definitely a genuine love there. Quit trying to insert yourself into what happens in a person's bedroom. It's none of your fucking business.
And who gives a shit if they're fucking doing the kinkiest shit ever? If they
And they
like to
probably
have
are.
sex hanging upside fucking down, let them. They've been together since 2016. So even people that are saying they got married in August of 2016. So even for people that are saying, oh, she's just there for the ride, no, she's been there through the
Yeah,
come up,
and they can't say that, she's just with him for the money. She had money before he did.
before him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
she
she's got
actually
a
helped him.
podcast
Yeah,
called
she
Dumb
helped
Blonde
him.
Podcast.
Yeah, it's so good. Have you listened to it?
Bits and pieces. I like I said, she's really smart. Like she's just like she's somebody I would hang out with, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
kind of how
feel
I
like I
feel.
would be friends with her if
Yeah.
if I was on that level.
Sup, girl? Holla.
Bunny,
Holla at your
hey, what's up,
girls.
girl? Hey, girl, hey.
Hanger, hey.
We got the big titty committee over here.
Yeah, oh yeah, we do. God, my boobs are looking giant. That's why I don't video usually. I'm like this because I just feel like my tits are like, hey, look at me. Like Fat Albert rolling up in here.
Bill Cosby did the whole thing with a roller, and it was excellent.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Moving
So,
on.
moving on. Did you read the article I sent you that Jon Stewart's returning to the Daily Show?
I already knew about it. I watched
Yeah.
the episode. Yeah, because he's only on Mondays. So they're going to
Okay.
have each week they're going to have a different host. So it was Jordan
Okay.
Klepper this week and John was on Monday. And
Okay.
I listened to like the full like first part of it. Oh my God. It was so good. I was like, John, you should have never left. It was great.
He's so funny. I was not a fan of what's that Trevor guy's name?
Trevor Noah.
I feel like he tried too hard. Was not a fan.
I liked him, but there were certain times that I felt like he was getting and he is a man of color, so he's the right to do that, but it seemed like he was leaning into like the seriousness a little more, and it stopped kind of being funny, but he had
And
all
that's
of
what
these
the Daily
other like
Show,
correspondence. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it's not like he's not Tom Brokaw doing the fucking Daily Show. Like the Daily Show was invented to take like a comedian's translate for like the comedian to the dumb what's going on in politics. You know, it wasn't always like
Yeah.
politics is the serious, like that's the whole thing. And he would always, for me, he would lean towards like racism towards white people sometimes in his jokes that he would make, which I'm not a fan of, because I think if you're gonna call white people racist, you can't do it the other way and do it too, you know? Like I saw a
Mm-hmm.
great TikTok the other day that it was like, if you're going to be racist toward white people, but say you have no tolerance for racism, you're being racist. I didn't know if you knew that or not, basically. It was like this black comedian
Yeah.
I found on Instagram that was saying that. I'm just like, yeah, fair point. Like you're not wrong, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of my thing,
Great.
is like, if you want to, don't, you got to leave it out of it. You got to leave it out of it. If you're going to do politics, you especially have to leave it out of it.
Yeah. But I hate that comedy has become like is not an untouchable art form anymore.
Yeah.
Like it has to be. Accents are funny. I can't do anything about it.
Yes. Oh,
It's just
yeah. I'm going to cut this out. But so, like, we say Timu. And
hmm
Timu, obviously, judging by how many Super Bowl commercials they had during the prime time of the game, they're making a whole lot of good money. And you can tell because their prices have gone up. But I I
Well,
say
they got paid for that
Timu.
advertising.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're like, it's Temu. And I was like, no, say Timu with an Asian accent. And so and I was like, thank you. He looking like a man.
he look at
He looking like a
he look like a
man.
man.
Why you don't have boyfriend? You like
Yeah,
crypto nail? I do
honey,
crypto nail for you,
honey.
honey. Okay, now we're being racist
Well,
a little bit.
oh yeah, well,
Are we being racist
accents
or
are
are we being
funny.
comedians? You know what? I'm gonna blame Angela Johnson. She told us that we could do it because she's not Asian either, and people
That's
still
true.
watch her shit. Yeah. So
And I'm sorry. Is it racist if it's true? They do talk like that.
yeah, they do. Because my like girl that does my nails, her name is Katie. Not her American name. I cannot, or her Vietnamese name. I can't pronounce it. She's tried to
Mm-hmm.
teach me. I can't. She was like, Missy, give it up. I'm like, okay, respect. She talks like that. She's like, because she's one of those. She's such a sweetheart. She's like, I feel like my English isn't good, and I was like, I think you're doing like a great job. But there are times where I like ask her things, and she doesn't understand. She's like, I don't like American food. And I'm like, well, like, do you like any of it? She's like, no, I don't like American food. And I was like, okay, is there like, do you eat American food? I like chili. I'm like, of all the things you're gonna like that's American, chili. And I was like, do you like homemade chili, or are you trying to like holler at like Wendy's chili? And she's like,
Wendy's
no, my
chili is gross.
husband. It is gross. That's why I was gonna judge. They now sell that in a can. If you didn't know, you can get it at your local grocery store.
Give me a good old can of Wolf Brand chili any
Yeah,
day of the
with
week.
no beans. No
No
beans.
beans. No
Yeah,
beans. That's
that's
why
the
we're
Texan
friends.
way. Yeah. Well,
Yes, it is.
here, Kevin thinks it's so weird because, like, they will serve cinnamon rolls with chili. And, like,
I've heard of that. Is it good?
salt, you don't mix it together. Like, you eat your chili, then you eat your cinnamon roll. It's like your dessert, and it's like the
Oh.
salty and sweet. Yeah, you're not dipping
Oh.
your fucking cinnamon roll into your chili. Like, it's your,
Oh.
but it's a good, like, salty and sweet kind of deal. But Kevin is like, that's so fucking weird. And I was like, but you're not like, you're not going, oh, I'm gonna put my cinnamon roll in my chili. No, you're not doing that.
I'm disappointed now.
Oh, I mean, if you want to try it, if you ever
I'm gonna
come visit,
try
I'll
it.
make you cinnamon rolls and I'll put it. Yeah, I'll put it your
Okay.
chili on, like just a little chili smothered cinnamon roll just for Amy.
With some cheese.
Mm. You gotta have cheese with your chili, guys.
Yeah,
I
you
like
have
having
to.
leftover chili and making a Frito chili pie.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
like chef's kiss over here, guys.
Yes.
So
There is, the show Yellowstone, of course you do.
yeah,
They have
I'm
a
white.
brand of chili out now, and
They
I haven't
do.
tried it yet, but I want to try it just to see.
Just to see if it's good. Yeah, I don't know. I
Hi,
like Kevin
honey.
makes
Hi,
chili.
honey.
It tastes good. I know
Good.
the Dude Perfect guys too. They have like cans of chili that they're super fucking expensive. Or they're like,
It doesn't.
yeah. Dude Perfect's
It
proud of
just
their shit.
upsets me. It upsets me when you just because you have the name associated with it.
Yes.
And a lot
Yeah.
of times it's shit products. Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian. You
Yeah.
say that?
Ooh. Have you tried Skims? Are you referring to Skims or are you referring to other things?
I'm referring to a lot of stuff. Like
Okay.
she has like this home goods like line now. It's like basically like Kleenex box keepers that are made out of concrete, and like
Has she
everything
not
is
seen
as
the
boring as her
Progressive
personality.
commercials where like they're
Yeah.
throwing away, like she's throwing away her Kleenex, her box. Kleenex already come in boxes, Kim.
But it's the aesthetic. Well, I hate that. I
Yeah.
hate that word.
Oh, I hate that word.
Um, but yeah, she just came out with a makeup line too. Like, well, it was she already had KKW
Okay.
Beauty, and then she stopped that after she divorced Kanye because of the
Yeah. Gotta
KKW. It
take
was
the W.
Kim Kardashian West. But now
Yeah.
she's come out with a new like palette and lipsticks and stuff. First of all, the lipsticks, they are all the exact same color. They are all the exact
No.
same. They're different varying tones of beige. The lip
Ew,
liners too,
boring.
and the palette is like the eyeshadow palette. It's just different beige tones and like one dark brown and one black, and it's just like it looks like your
That's
fucking house, Kim.
boring.
It's
Yeah. We're
boring,
just
just like
white.
she
Yeah.
is. She's the
Yeah,
least
she
boring
is.
Kardashian.
She's the least interesting Kardashian, that's for
She
sure.
is.
Absolutely.
She
Nobody,
is.
and nobody's Chloe. Nobody's
Nobody can
Chloe.
be Chloe.
Yeah,
God bless Chloe.
my coworker just crawled out from underneath the rock that he lives under and
Mm-hmm.
realized that Courtney was like the Kardashian. He was thinking for some reason it was fucking Kylie. He thought it was Kylie that was with Travis Barker. And I was like, no, no, no. She only likes
She was with
rappers,
Travis
buddy.
Scott.
Yeah.
She was with Travis
Yeah.
Scott.
But he
Yeah.
lives under a rock, so that's on him.
I live under several rocks. There are several rocks that I live under. There's a lot that I don't know about. Like if it weren't
That
for you,
same.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know half of the shit that I know about pop culture.
You're welcome. I
That's
never gave a shit a much about. I like to listen to it, like whatever, but I've never until we started this podcast find like going out of my way to like find things that
hmm
I think is I don't give a shit if nobody else thinks that this is interesting. Like it's stuff like that because the news was giving this week, guys. It started out Monday with Ice Spice and her Satanic because like literally, and then thought it was like one of the Spice Girls for one.
it's the
Okay,
new generation
boomer.
of
That's
Spice
what I'm like.
Girls.
Yeah,
Okay, boomer.
they're gonna have Ice Spice, and then they're gonna have like Liquid Spice, Hot Spice,
Gas Spice.
Gas Spice, Wind Spice. I guess that could be gassy spice if you want to really
Dirt
think about it.
Spice. I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
Earth
just
Spice. Would it be Earth, Wind, and
Earth
Fire
Spice. That
Spice?
sounds better than Dirt Spice. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be Earth, Wind, and
That's
Fire
what you
Spice.
call Earth Spice when you're trying to hurt their feelings. Okay,
And then
Dirt
you put
Spice.
Ice Spice with Fire Spice.
You
You
get
have
Steam
Fire and Ice.
Spice.
Yeah, there you go.
Fire and Ice Spice.
Fire and Ice Spice. Somewhere in Victoria Beckham is going, that's a great idea, guys. That is a great idea.
Have you seen these I saw this TikTok where this lady was like when the whole Justin Timberlake's when everybody started hating him, they're just like, well, we've given up on the NSYNC reunion, so hear me out. And she like puts on her Spice Girls t-shirt, and I was just like, I'm here for it. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
I would be. I'm
You
a
want to be my
fan.
lover?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
They're all really good friends still because there was that documentary, like the David Beckham documentary on Netflix. Like they're all friends still, basically. I think
That's
except
good.
for I don't think they're friends. Are they friends with Jerry still? I can't remember if she was still friends with Jerry or not. I
Well,
think
Jerry
Jerry
needs
was the
to write
one.
some thank you notes and some apology letters and
Yeah.
get that shit rolling.